Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our session today. I'm your host, Munira Al-Dawood, and with me today is Mr. Abdullah Shamrani, Director of Entrepreneurship in Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, Saudi Arabia, and Bilal Bizri, Customer Marketing and Innovation Manager from Ericsson, Saudi Arabia. In collaboration with Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, Ericsson launched the Together Apart Hackathon to identify innovative solutions by engaging with entrepreneurs, innovators of Saudi, taking inspiration from Vision 2030 for KSA. You might have many questions regarding the participation in the hackathon, and for that, my panelists and I will try our best to address as many of these inquiries as possible. I will start with you, Bilal. So can you please take us through what this hackathon is about?
Yes, definitely. It's my pleasure to be here, and it's an absolute delight for us to be announcing the Hackathon Together Apart in collaboration with the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology. I'd like to start to say that the Hackathon actually is a way to inspire the young Saudi talents in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We aim that this hackathon brings the best out of the ideas that leverages 5G as the way of digital transformation to come. The engagement or the hackathon will be split into two different sections. The first one, it's an inspirational panel, a way to kick off the hackathon in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, to inspire the participants and to create a discussion between them. As for the actual hackathon, it will be running on a weekend. We will come to the exact details later on in this session, but the main pillars is it to find innovative solutions that leverages 5G based on 5 different themes. And these themes are the 5G impact on the world-class healthcare, the role of 5G in the future of entertainment, trusted tourism and the rise of 5G, impactful industrial 5G technologies, and 5G and beyond, smart cities and transportation. So just as I stated earlier, the first part of the hackathon will be the panelist event where we will have actually 3 to 4 speakers from different walks of the industry sharing their knowledge and expertise on the different parts of how 5G will play a role in that specific industry. That hopefully will spark the flames of innovation in all of our participants and bring the best of the creative ideas that we could take part in the hackathon in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Abdullah, can you tell us more about MCIT and introduce them, please?
Absolutely. First of all, really happy to be here and share a few information about what we do in the space of innovation and entrepreneurship within MCIT. So Ministry of Communication and Information Technology has built a center called Center of Digital Entrepreneurship. And the reason behind the center is very much to support all founders, startups, and digital founders to build, innovate solutions within the kingdom and help them through the journey until they become a unicorn in the future. And this center has built, has a big vision, which is accelerating the growth of innovation entrepreneurship in the ecosystem in the kingdom. And to achieve this big goal and vision, we have set a strategy that has many initiatives to support, as I said, founders and also secondary players in the ecosystem, such as angel investor, fund managers, accelerator managers, and others. And we have defined 3 focus areas that has, as I said, many initiatives. One of these focus area is awareness. So we have few initiatives to help segment within the kingdom to join the journey of entrepreneurship and innovation. And this usually happens through competition, award, meetups, training, and others. And we have other focus, which is innovation. Through innovation, we help founders, innovators to innovate ideas and solutions and solve big issue that the kingdom is facing or the humanity overall is facing currently. And we help them through a network of 17 labs to pretty much build their product, continue through mentorship and training to continue their journey to be an established startup in the future. And lastly, what we call them entrepreneurship initiatives. And those initiatives are related to those startups who are in the has already MVPs and they want to commercialize their startups. So we give them the support needed for them to continue until they get their first investment, and second, until they continue and become unicorn in the future, as I said. This is just a brief of what we do, the vision, and few example of the initiative we do within MCIT.
Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you. Can you tell us about the ministry's role at this hackathon?
So absolutely, we are working alongside with the Ericsson team to help and support the teams throughout the program. We also have a follow-on program to those who will win the competition. This follow-on program will help the winner to continue the journey after they finish the hackathon, where we give them the mentorship, training, and any support needed for them to continue until they get their investment ready and have their product ready before this investment.
Thank you. Now, back to you, Bilal. Can you tell us more about these themes that are inspired from KSA Vision 2030 and how they relate to the hackathon?
Yes, definitely. And I think the selection of the themes was really key to this hackathon. I think it touches on all the pillars of Vision 2030. And, just like I named them earlier, we have the healthcare, which basically is looking at how 5G could leverage the use of wearable devices, remote procedures, maybe a decade or so from now when we have remote surgery happening, the omni-channel healthcare systems. Obviously, the technological transformation that happens in the healthcare system will heavily rely on 5G connectivity. And we know that is a fact because connectivity is the backbone of digital transformation in societies. So especially when it comes to healthcare, the health of your citizens, the way citizens, and with the fact that more than 70% or 70% of the population is under the age of 30 in Saudi Arabia, we believe that over the next 20 or so years, there'll be a big focus on the healthcare to be able to make sure the average life expectancy increases, and there will be hopefully 100% coverage of a unified digital record medical system. So on the second theme, we had entertainment. I think entertainment has dramatically changed over the past decade. And we see that connectivity plays a massive role on how entertainment is changing. And obviously, we could look around us in Riyadh season, the use of technology across all the spectrums, across all the zones. It's a wonderful thing to witness in Saudi. And we hope that in this theme, people could show how 5G connectivity could help create the future of entertainment, whether it's through AR, VR, imagining what is possible is what we're looking for. When it comes to tourism, I think now with the launch of Enjoy Saudi, we have seen how beautiful the kingdom is. And I think it's wonderful from the deserts to the mountains. I think the vast environment that we have in the kingdom is absolutely wonderful. And with the connectivity lies the possibility to explore this environment and to go up and down and to the sea, to the mountain. I think that's amazing. And I think the connectivity is going to play a big role, especially in areas where connectivity is instrumental to create an experience for tourism. And we believe that this theme will bring rise to even more enjoyable journeys in the future. On the fourth theme, and I think this is the one where we see a lot of the multinational companies focusing on Industry 4.0. And I think this is the next industrial revolution. It's already happening. There's a select few that are actually taking the first steps into developing POCs onto what can digital transformation help in manufacturing, for example, the uses of use cases such as digital twins, automation, artificial intelligence. I think the realization of Industry 4.0 is actually innovation. And from that, we're inviting participants to think of what could be possible when it comes to Industry 4.0 and how to leverage the power of 5G to create a smarter future, specifically on manufacturing. And finally, if we look at the smart cities and transportation, and knowing how the ambitions is to double the size of Riyadh, for example, there lies the challenges that we see. Of course, is how will the housing expand from the urban to the suburbs? How will they be interlinked from a transportation system that leverages the power of 5G? And with that, I believe the massive opportunities come out to create smart cities, the likes of Neom, and interlinking them with transportation. That's whether it could be autonomous or could be a hyperloop type of transportation. I believe that this type of this theme brings the participant the ability to innovate for their country and how their country would evolve in the future. And I think with those 5 themes, we'll touch on all the pillars of 2030, and we look forward to see the innovations from everyone participating in this hackathon.
Thank you. It's wonderful to see the diversification of the themes and how they tackle all the aspects of society and our daily lives. I encourage all the entrepreneurs and young minds to hurry and participate. So, Bilal, can you tell us when is the final date to participate? When exactly is the hackathon happening, and what is the duration?
We really wanted to envision a fun and entertaining journey. The hackathon should be not an additional workload for what you're doing. We believe that the hackathon is a fun weekend that you're going to have. Obviously, we will ask you to put the leisure activities on the side during the hackathon time. But for the first day, which is the panelist day, as I mentioned, all the dates are available on our website. You'll be able to see when the applications are available. We have created some digital content as well, a video in tribute to the 5-year anniversary of Vision 2030 in Saudi. And obviously, when we reach a stage of no more applications, we will be apologizing. Hopefully, on the next one, you'll be able to join us. But at this point, we really encourage anyone that's thinking to apply and not to wait till the last day, because I believe this is going to be really fun for everyone participating in it. And the hackathon will run in the respective phases. So the 5 themes that I have just mentioned earlier, there'll be one winner for every one of these themes. And then out of those 5 teams, there'll be a single grand winner that will be getting the grand prize that we'll be announcing in a bit. So out of these 5 players or 5 teams, we will make all the information available on our Ericsson Together Apart Hackathon with MCIT on the details on how to register, the context of the participation, and all the necessary information to make your application as smooth as possible. Again, the hackathon will start on a weekend to allow for flexibility for all the busy schedules that we have. And we hope that you enjoy it. We'll be bringing a variety of judges and mentors with a lot of experience in hand to share it with the hackathon participants.
Can you elaborate on who can participate in the hackathon? Is the hackathon open for everyone?
Yes, yes, definitely. I mean, for the general guidelines, again, they will be all fully available on the homepage, but we would like to invite university students, business entrepreneurs, and anyone with amazing ideas at an MVP stage, minimum viable product. The reason is we want to make sure that we push your product across to a winning proposal. We want to take it from an MVP and push it a bit more ahead. We also it could be a creative individual, a specialist, an economist, a programmer. Basically, anyone is welcomed to encourage and to participate above the age of 18 living in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Interesting. So, what exactly is the level of solutions that are acceptable?
Maybe I will take this question. So for the ideas that are acceptable here, as Bilal said, we are looking for creative ideas who in the field that we are focused on, the themes that we are focusing on. However, preferably we want to see good prototypes solutions or MVPs that's still in the first stage of their, let's say, project or solution. So that's the preferred scenario. However, any one who has a great idea, innovative ideas or solution for under the theme that we are focusing on are welcome.
Thank you. Can you tell us about the selection criteria?
Yes, definitely. I think, we would love to award all the ideas. I'm sure that they're going to be innovative, they're going to be close to the themes, and they'll tackle a real challenge that we have in the kingdom. But on the selection criteria to nominate a winner on every theme and then to select one winner for the grand prize, we really are looking at the desirability of the product. Is it actually solving a real life challenge that is there in the market right now in the kingdom? feasibility. Is there a technology that could enable this solution? Is it feasible to build? So that's the second criteria. And then for the third criteria is the viability. So based upon scaling the solution to the market and depending on how it's able to solve a certain business challenge, is there a need for it in the market at a scale larger than a single POC level? And of course, as Abdullah has mentioned, that it has to be a minimum viable product or close to a minimum viable product. Of course, we at Ericsson and with MCIT as well, we always want people to innovate. So innovation at its heart aligns with the hackathon themes and definitely the team spirit that sits behind it. We really are looking for a team that collaborates together, delivers an innovative solution, and then works with MCIT and Ericsson to make it into a winning proposal.
Great, thanks. So, and one more question. Will there be any support given to the participants throughout the hackathon?
Yes, so for MCI team will be, inshallah, working alongside with the Ericsson team to support all participants throughout the program. We will be part of the judging committee where we filter and nominate the best winning teams to be awarded within in this hackathon. As I said, also we have a program, follow-on program to those winners to join a follow-on program to help them and to help them continue the journey after they finalize the hackathon.
And maybe I could add on what Abdullah has mentioned as well for the support. We just want to overall highlight that we will have mentors in the hackathon to ensure that the participants have someone to have a back and forth dialogue with. So all the different participant teams will be getting a mentor that will support them throughout this period from the time that they get selected to participate in the hackathon all the way up until they give a solid solution to the judge panels. So definitely we will be providing that support with the help of the ministry and from Ericsson. We will both be putting in the right mentors in place and judges.
Okay, so now moving to the most interesting part, and I'm sure many are eager like me to know the answer to this question. Can you please tell us what are the prizes?
Now for the prizes, and I also wanted to add on what Abdullah has mentioned, that there will be a grand prize, as I mentioned earlier, that there is 5 winners for one winner for each team, but actually there's only one grand winner. And we wanted to make that differentiation because out of all the themes, there is going to be one winner based on the criteria that I mentioned that will get an all-paid trip to Sweden to pitch and present their idea to the larger entrepreneurial ecosystem in Sweden, in Ericsson, with the support of MCIT as well. And of course, the team that will get to go to Sweden actually will get to interact with people that actually do the creation of ideas and the innovation as their everyday job and their everyday work. So they're working in Ericsson and they're innovating on what could be possibly the next solution of tomorrow. So I believe that this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for all the people, for all the participants that are going to win the grand prize to discuss their solution with people within the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. And of course, we will be more than glad to continue the support with the expertise that we could bring to them.
Thank you, Bilal. So the prizes actually sound wonderful. This is a great chance for participants to develop and showcase their ideas. In addition, we will be announcing the winners across all our social media to give the exposure you all deserve. Okay, now moving to Ultra Hack with Katerina Palvis, who is running the Hackathon platform and tool. Thank you for joining us today, Katerina. Can you please take us through the platform and tools?
Thank you for having me, and it's great to work together with Ericsson and organize this Together Apart Hackathon. So I'm happy to share with you how to submit your project proposal and apply to this hackathon. Hello, I'm happy to show you how to apply to Ericsson KSA Together Apart Hackathon. You can start by getting to know the background of the hackathon and the challenges that the Ericsson KSA show in the page. and invites you to apply. You can get to know how to join and what are the eligible criteria. Then after you have initial thought about the project idea, you can start by signing up to the platform by entering your email address. By doing so, you will receive a disposable password code to your email. And you can type it here to proceed to the registration and project submission part of the page. Here you can fill in your personal information. And please, we invite the citizens of Saudi Arabia to join here. So please type in your country of residence here and mark down in which kind of role you are applying and what kind of expertise you are able to provide to the team. Here you can mark down which track your project is related to and give us a personal introduction here. After that, you proceed to the phase where you describe more in detail your project idea here. Please use some time and effort to this phase because it's the critical stage for us to evaluate which teams we invite to join the hackathon. So this is the most determinant criteria. After you have registered in the platform, your project will appear to the submissions here, and you can edit and invite team members to join your project until the application deadline. So please remember to add your teammates also to your project submission, and that requires that all the team members have registered to the platform. And after that, you can find them to your project based on their email address. I wish you a good luck and see you in Ericsson KSA Together Apart Hackathon.
Thank you, Katharina. Thank you, Abdullah, and thank you, Bilal. Life-changing innovations start with one idea. Contribute and share your amazing ideas with us. Help us make an impact and drive change to our beloved world. Thank you all for joining us today. We are looking forward to your submissions and good luck to everyone.